Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from a royal expert. Meghan Markle has nightmares and never outplayed the Queen. As others have said, it is highly unlikely that Meghan Markle ever wanted to spend her life with Harry in the UK. However, as she declared in an interview after her engagement, she looked forward to helping Harry in his work and being by his side. If she planned to leave ASAP, then that was a big lie right off the bat, and really it's only been downhill ever since. However, supposing she hadn't disassembled in the interview and it was her intention to stay in the UK, there are certain restrictions that Meghan would have found irksome. The royal family never, ever gets involved in politics. During her reign, the Queen has stayed neutral from the time of Winston Churchill in the early 1950s, when she came up into the throne, up until now with Boris Johnson. Parliamentary parties have lurched from right to left and back again, but the Queen has to stay strictly outside all of it. Yes, she could make a comment in private, but she cannot be seen to favor one side over the other, even if she disagrees with their policies. Close members of the royal family do not vote in an election for the same reason. The royal family must not take sides, and Meghan would have not liked that one bit. She would not have been able to support Black Lives Matter or any other group that had political aims and ambitions. Meghan would also have to have attended state banquets and other formal occasions at which she would not have been permitted to state her own personal views, however much she disliked the individual whose presence was being celebrated. The Queen has had to entertain numerous dictators, such as Nicolae Ceausescu of Romania and Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe, whose politics and behavior I'm sure she found distasteful. But while hosting an event in their honor, she behaved as if they were the best people in the world. Meghan would also have to have been charming and considerate of people she met and sat next to, even if she found them boring and hateful. Harry would not have been able to extricate her from any other event in the way he took her away from Prince Charles' garden party because, after 20 minutes, she was bored. In other words, she would have to have learned manners and good behavior befitting a person in a senior position within the royal family. She would had to have learned to keep her mouth shut, to be discreet, and to not have any personal ambitions beyond that of doing her best within the family and conforming to the social norms. When not performing royal duties, she would have to have been able to do as she wished, but again, without expressing her personal views. In fact, in hindsight and given her personal history, I would be hard-pressed to come up with anyone less likely to fit in to life as a member of the royal family than Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle has shown herself completely unable to deal with situations where she can't freely express her opinions and could not stand not being able to do exactly as she pleases. She greedily grabbed everything offered to her and deliberately pretended to be an honorable person. What a woman! I wonder how it will all end, whether Harry still loves her, whether he'll stick with her for the sake of Archie, whether he'll leave and try to get custody, whether she'll try to take Harry to the cleaners. The good thing is the only money he has earned since their marriage was for that speech to JP Morgan. If they divorce, getting half of that won't last long. And they haven't got a house either, so dividing the spoils will be easy. It's just how much over that amount that she will want. That's the real question. If her PR companies are costing in the region of $1 million a month, can she claim she needs funding for that from Charles? Where's the cutoff point between needs and wants? After all, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets, right? Next up, has Meghan Markle outplayed the Queen? Her Majesty is 94. Rachel Meghan Markle is at midlife, not even born when Elizabeth came to the throne. She's never actually done anything for longer than 5 minutes. She had not been dedicated to serving her country or the one of her fathers, Britain, that came with marriage. She hasn't flourished at anything really. No high points on her CV. Jack of all trades, but master of none. When the Queen goes to engagements, she doesn't boast about something. Usually the press or PR represent this. Essentially, she doesn't do the "I want a medal" or "you could have at least been more grateful" or "do you know who I am?" When an event is held for the Queen, Jubilees for example, she generally passes on her gratitude to the country by TV address or written statement. She hasn't screamed about the financial benefits or over-egging it to the country received at an event. Meghan Markle hasn't reached the pinnacle of her so-called profession, which is acting, apparently. The Queen made her acting debut at 86, and what a debut that was, at the London 2012 Open ceremony. Meghan Markle's acting career peaked on a cable show, and her most famous scenes in many shows seem to be racy. The Queen tried to make her welcome, like anyone, but Miss Markle never bothered to learn the ropes. She was too rebellious, yet joined the royal family anyway. She wouldn't listen to advice, had her own ideas, and thought she could change things. But let's be honest, that was never going to be expected. She was failing bit by bit. So the Queen made it simple, in or out. The pair wanted it both ways. Not possible. Meghan Markle wanted the lifestyle while doing next to nothing to earn it. No chance. She hasn't done much in the 20 months since her wedding, but she's caused plenty of grief. They moved, but Charles would fund them for a year. This agreement will be reviewed after 12 months, which means the Queen holds the cards. After their behavior, it doesn't look like the next agreement would be too beneficial. The money is in Britain. The royals have homes, and those with duties get allowances for this. Others who have to work do so and earn from them employment ventures. The pair are in Los Angeles, no home of their own, and earning minuscule independent income. Some is suspicious. Relying on Charles' allowance, interest from his trust funds, and what little she would have had, but they are burning through that fast. Her dream of Hollywood has been massively disrupted because of the COVID-19 pandemic, with little work available. Additionally, Hollywood executives do not have her high up on their lists. Harry can't work due to no green card. He doesn't qualify for the U.S. military like he would for the equivalent in Britain. He can't do speeches again due to COVID-19, and even when they are along the same lines, companies may tire of him. Meghan Markle has or had ideas, overestimating herself, underestimating the Queen, and found a measured opponent and got next to nothing. The Queen was fair and doing what most people would do. She hasn't been menacing. Charles has been a little soft, though. The Queen hasn't made any nasty remarks or criticism about the pair. Sadly, not the same the other way around. When the Queen dies, Charles comes to the throne, and hence William is heir. The latter will have control over a majority of royal finances, as is custom. Harry and Meghan Markle better watch out because William will not be so soft. How do you feel about Omid Scobie blaming the royal family for Harry and Meghan's exit, when all along we'd been told it was because of the media? It doesn't matter at all that Harry and Meghan told the world they were leaving the UK because of the nasty media. That's all in the past. What matters is that the author of the book, ex-lover of your bestie, gets the correct information you want included in the book. The royal family were the real reason you left the UK, because they were horrible to you. They expected you to meet all sorts of awful people. They expected you to be nice, even when you were bored out of your mind. You were expected to wear a hat, shock, horror, even gloves sometimes. I mean, who wears gloves in this day and age? They were mean about your clothes. I was only allowed £1 million a year. I mean, can you imagine? Meghan, of course, said nothing at all to Scobie. But bet your bottom dollar, she said it all to Marcus. Of course, she did. He wouldn't have all that information by just following her around. And there's the rub. She thinks people are stupid, and that's why the haters really don't like her. If she had have been quiet and settled in all the stuff that happened, it wouldn't have. But as soon as she got her claws into Harry, she thought she was something. She brought it all on herself. What about you? How do you feel about the royal expert's opinion? Please let us know in the comment section. And as always, subscribe to our channel for all the latest news on the royal family and Meghan Markle right here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.